Good morning students. Once again welcome back to Web Technologies class. In this class I will continue the previous topic, that is hyperlink. In the hyperlink I have not explained different types of links. The means how many types of links we have, that we will discuss now. So in HTML we have a different types of links that are, you can give like this: text hyperlink, next image hyperlink, the third one is internal hyperlink, next email hyperlink. We also call this the mail to hyperlink. Okay, so 4 types of links we have in HTML. Now we'll discuss about each and every link in detail now. Okay, you take screenshot of this. I will explain one by one. Okay. Now, text hyperlink. First we'll discuss about text hyperlink. Okay, text hyperlink. Text hyperlink means, example, this is an anchor tag, href equals to, as already explained, a.html. Next I am giving file A. You can give any hypertext. Only what is the use of this hypertext? If you are clicking on this, you will move from the current document to the another document. Only for that purpose we will use this hypertext. So here, between this anchor opening and closing, if you are using this hypertext, then that type of link is called as a text hyperlink. Okay, so what is a text hyperlink? If you are using hypertext to navigate from one page to another page, one website to another website, then such type of links are called as text hyperlink. So here between an anchor opening and closing, what I have given? Text. So this type of links are called as text hyperlinks. Okay, the simple concept, this already I have explained. Now, come to the image hyperlink. Second one is image hyperlink. See, image hyperlink means, I have seen program will write ahref a.html. Right now, I am in b.html. So from a.html, I want to move to b.html. Sorry, from b.html, I want to move to a.html. But when you will move, when you click on this any image, this is the image and image name is a.jpg example. And I am closing this. So instead of a plain text, here what I am adding? I am adding an image. Means when you click on that image, you will move from the current document to the target document, means from the source document to the target document. So this type of hyperlinks are called as image hyperlinks. Okay, so here example, I will give you one folder. Example, this folder name is BSU. In the BSU folder, we have a sunset.jpg. That picture is in this folder only. Okay, and I am creating one file like this: HTML, head, title, link with images, or image hyperlink. Image hyperlink, and close the title, close the head section. Now open the body tag. Inside the body tag, what I am doing is ahref equals to, actually this file name is b.html. Okay, and in this folder already a.html is there. Okay, already a.html is there from current document. What is the current document name? b.html. From b.html, I want to move to the a.html. So here the target file name is a.html. Now here I am giving the image. What is the name of the image actually? sunset. Image source equals to sunset. How to add this image in the next class I will explain. Okay. Now I am closing this anchor. Okay. So between an anchor opening and closing, what I am giving? I am giving an image. Okay. So next after that, body, close the HTML. Now, what is the name of this file? b.html. When you execute this file, what happened? So, present where we are in b.html. So, for b.html, I want to move to a.html. And when you execute this b.html, you will get a small image. What is the name of the image? Sunset.jpg. When you click on this image, you will move from b.html to a.html. So, a simple thing. Instead of giving a hypertext, what we are giving here? We are giving an image. Instead of clicking on the text, where the user will click? On the image. When the user clicks on that image, the user will move from the current page to the target document. Okay. So, this is a image hyperlink. Now, the third one is intra-document link or internal link. Internal link means, here I will give you a simple example. We have one web page. Example, we have some 1 to 20 paragraph in that web page. Okay. Right now, I am in a 11th paragraph. Here I am. Immediately, I want to move to the second paragraph. Then what you have to do? You have to scroll the page from the current section to the second one. After that, again, from the second paragraph, I want to move to the 20th paragraph. From second to 20. Again, what you have to do? You have to scroll your page down. Again, it is a time-consuming process. This is a simple example. Imagine you are creating a one web page. In that, you have hundreds of paragraphs. Then what happened? Continuously, you need to scroll page up and down. Okay. So, it will waste a lot of time. To overcome from that, in HTML, we have one more concept called as intra-document link or internal link. Using this concept, the user can create internal links. The user can create links within the same page, and the user can move from one section to the another section. Okay, that will be using internal links. So, in order to create internal hyperlinks, here we need two sections. One is naming section, and the second one is linking section. Okay, two sections we need. What is the use of the naming section? Using a naming section, what we do is, we'll give a name to a particular section, and using this linking section, what we do is, we'll give link to that section. Okay, so like that, here we have two sections in internal hyperlinks. One is the naming section, and the second one is a linking section. Using a naming section, what we do is, we'll give a link to, we'll give a name to particular section. Like hyperlinks, what we do is, in the previous example, a.html, b.html are given. Means where we know the source file and the target file. But here, we are moving from one section to another section in the same page. So, we can't give another document name. So, and directly we can't move from one section to another section if you don't know the name of that section. So, for that purpose, what we are doing is, here I am giving a name to one section and I am giving link to that section. And in HTML, in hyperlinks, name attribute, already I have explained the attributes of anchor tag. In that, name attribute is also there, name and ID attribute is there. Using that attribute, you can give name to a section. And using href attribute, again you can give a link to that section as usual, like just now I have explained a.html and b.html like that. So here, simple example, here you see HTML. Directly I am giving a body section. Okay, so in the body section here, we have 10 paragraphs. Naming section, like here, we have body. This is a paragraph 1, paragraph 2, 10 paragraphs we have, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, paragraph 5 and paragraph 10. 10 paragraphs we have. And I want to move from one paragraph to another paragraph. I want to move from one paragraph to another paragraph. But to which paragraph you want to move? From which paragraph you want to move? That I know. Because here we don't have names to paragraph. So for that purpose here what I am doing is, first I am giving name to the paragraphs like this. Anchor tag, name. Anchor tag, name equals to. Here you can give any name. You can give any name. Here I am giving the one I am giving. And I am closing the opening tag. And I am closing the closing tag. So to whichever paragraph you want to give a label, to whichever paragraph you want to give a name, that paragraph should be enclosed between an anchor opening and closing. And here name attribute. Using a name attribute, you can give name to a particular section. Okay. Now the second paragraph, anchor tag, name equals to 2. Next, and closing anchor tag. Third one, name equals to 3. And I am closing the anchor tag. So like this, for each and every paragraph, I am giving a name. And I am closing this. Okay. So like this, I have given name to 10 paragraphs. Name equals to 10. And I am closing this. So now paragraphs are ready with the name. Now what is the next step? You need to give the link to this paragraph. And now it is very easy to give the link because already we know the name of the paragraph. If you know the name of the paragraph, or see the similarly, last example I have given a.html, b.html, where we know the target file, then it is easy for the programmer to give the target file name. Similarly, here we know the name of the section, then it is easy to give the link. Now, naming section over. The next one is the linking section. After giving names to the particular sections, it is a continuation. Now till now I have given names to 10 paragraphs. After giving names to the 10 paragraphs, now I am giving the link using the link section. A href equals to double quotes hash. Here hash indicates it is an internal hyperlink. If it is a simpler, it is an external hyperlink, we won't give any special symbol. But when you are creating an internal hyperlink, then we used to give hash. Now what is the name of the file, name of the section actually? 1. Close this first. Or you can give name 1, no? 1 I am given. 1 I am giving. And I am closing this. Next, a href equals to hash 2. This name should be same. Even you are not supposed to change the case also if you are using a file name as a text. Now 2, close this. Now a href equals to hash 3. Now 3. Like this, you create the links for 10 paragraphs. Hash 10. Here I am giving a 10 and close this. Now 10 paragraphs are ready. After that, close the body section, close the HTML. You take screenshot of this. I will show you output. Now program is over. When you execute this file, how you will get output is like this. This is the browser window. Now, the browser window I have given 10 in the minutes. So you will get like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 10. So when you click on this, the third paragraph will open. When you click on the fourth paragraph will open. When you click on the first paragraph will open. Okay, so here this is the internal hyperlink, because in the same page I have created names to different paragraph and I have given link to that paragraph. Using the naming section, using the name attribute, I have given name to a particular section, and using the link attribute, linking section, I have given a link to that particular paragraph. Okay, so here this is a hypertext. When you click on this 3, you will move from the current paragraph to the third paragraph. This is about internal hyperlinks or links within a page, or link to a particular spots on the page. Okay, answer is same, internal hyperlink. Using the internal hyperlink concept, what happened is the user is moving from one section to another section within the same page. So in order to move from one section to another section within the same page, here what we are doing is we are labeling, we are giving name to a section, and to the same section we are giving a link using a hyperreference. Okay, this is about internal hyperlink. Now we'll discuss about a mail to hyperlink. It will come under the advanced email links. Mail to hyperlink or advanced hyperlink. Both are same. Okay. So in this concept, what we are doing is, now we are mail to hyperlink means instead of like a targeted document, here using a mail to concept, we are providing a link to a particular mail ID. Means when the user say like this, email. If the user click on this, what happened? The user will move from the current document to the link. Means using this email concept, the user can send a link to a particular email ID. Okay, so this is possible by using a mail to hyperlink. Here instead of the document, what we are doing, we are creating a link to an email address. We are creating a link to an email address. Understood? So and how it will be, you see here, a href is common equals to, in double quotes, mail to, means a link to a particular mail ID starts with mail to. Okay, mail to, and exam, next colon, abc@gmail.com. Example. Next, sent mail. This is a hypertext and close the anchor tag. Okay, so here when the user clicks on send email, then what happened? The directly link is provided to the particular mail ID. Okay, so that you can give a message to that particular mail ID only. Okay, so this is a mail to hyperlink, and mail to hyperlink starts with mail to keyword followed by this colon and the name of the mail to which you want to send the mail. Okay, and this is a hypertext. When the user clicks on this, then what happened? The link will be activated. Means direct message can be sent to this particular mail ID. Okay, so this is a mail to hyperlink. And for this, if you want to add any extra information or if you want to add any CCs, okay, in that case also you can add like this. href mail to hyperlink. Next, extra information is added with the question mark. Next, question mark and next what you want to say. That is nothing but the subject. I am giving a subject as say hello. Next and cc equals to example dd@gmail.com. Okay, so total whatever mail information is there, that you can provide as a link here. Okay, understood? So this will come under actually advanced email link. In advanced email link, we'll use this mail as a target document. And when the user clicks on this particular link hypertext, the user will move from the current section to the particular mail. Okay, and here you can give some additional information also. Understood? Now, this is about types of hyperlinks and so this is about your types of hyperlinks. In a types of hyperlink, what happened? We can give a link to different parts. Okay, we can use different objects, different this text images as a hypertext. Okay, based on that, here we have a different types of hyperlinks. Between an anchor opening and closing, if you are giving a text, that is called as a text hyperlink. Between an anchor opening and closing, if you are giving an image, then that is called as a image hyperlink. Okay, and using a hyperlink concept, you can create a link within a section or within a page. Means you can give a link to different sections of the page. So in order to give a link to a different sections of the page, first you need to label different sections. That is possible by using a naming section, and using a linking section, you can give link to that particular section. That is the internal hyperlinks, intra-document links, or links to different spots in the web page. Now the fourth one is advanced email links, that are called as a mail to hyperlink. Here, when the user clicks on the hypertext, then what happened? The user can send message to the particular mail ID, and the user can add extra information like he can add the subject, he can add the CC by using the advanced email links. Okay, so this is about your hyperlinks, and this topic practical part also I will explain in the lab, and I will send that video also.